Bloomers are definitely not new to the fashion scene, but I have just been seeing them so much on social media, specifically Pinterest. And by the way, that's kind of where I am drawing inspiration for this video. These are all trends that I have seen on either Pinterest or Instagram, so something to keep in mind. I am not even entirely sure if I have seen these trends in real life yet. If you have, I would definitely be curious. Comment down below. Anyways, bloomers. I have mixed feelings on this one. I think that when it goes too far in the diaper direction, that's where my lines are crossed. But when it has just kind of like a floofy, elegant, little lacy short vibe to it, like kind of leaning more towards short and less towards bloomer, that's when I can kind of get behind it. I definitely feel like with this one, and then also some of the other trends that we are going to be talking about in today's video, it is more or less how deep into the trend each specific look is. And what I mean by that is just the extremity of it. For example, this pair of bloomers I really like. It just looks like a very cool and detailed short versus this one, where it kind of just looks a little bit more like a diaper in my opinion, and that's where I'm like, okay, it's gone too far. But there's a happy medium, I think, with every single trend, and there's an extreme version and there's more subtle versions. For this specific one, I like a more subtle version, but overall, I think this is one I can get behind. Also, hi, my name is Katie. I make fashion and sewing content here on YouTube, and if that interests you, which I know it does because you are here watching this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join our fashion family. Anyways, back to the video. Our next trend is the tennis aesthetic, and I would personally like to thank Zendaya. I think her Challengers PR tour has definitely helped make this trend very mainstream, and I've just been seeing a lot more of it. The tennis aesthetic, or the pickleball girl vibe, has definitely been a big trend, especially in the past couple years, and how popular pickleball has gotten and how popular it has been to wear like pleated skirts and tennis skirts kind of across the board, whether you're doing something fitness related or not. I have to say, I actually do really love this one. I think it is so beyond cute. I'm super here for that kind of sporty look. I really like to dress that way sometimes, and this one I think ties in also perfectly to the other side of my aesthetic, which is just like extreme girly, very frilly, and I think that with this tennis aesthetic, you kind of get the best of both worlds because you have this very sporty vibe, but you're still wearing very feminine pieces like skirts. And I really like how some people have paired it with like corsets and heels and things like that. I think it's super cute. I am very much so here for this one. Okay, this is another trend I'm obsessed with, and it is sequin knits. I have specifically been seeing this in like a tank top style maxi dress, and it's just like a knit fabric with sequins all throughout, and I love this one. This definitely leans into a trend that I talked about earlier in one of my trend prediction videos for 2024, which is kind of that mermaid aesthetic, and this is definitely giving that, but just a different edition of it. Okay, this set I cannot escape from. It is all over my social media feed everywhere, and I do not like it. For me, I just feel like this is one of the most like impractical trends. It is very, very see-through, and I feel like this is going to be like one of those outfits that we look back on in a couple of years and kind of question like why we were wearing that. This one kind of gives me like full diaper vibes, if that makes sense. It totally looks like the bloomer shorts just in a top and a maxi dress, and I don't know, I'm not here for it. Rick Rack is such a fun throwback trend that I've been seeing, and the only reason I'm calling it a throwback is because I just remember being in kindergarten and my mom and I would do like little sewing projects, or I would be like making clothes for my dolls or something, and I would love using Rick Rack. I used it across the board for arts and crafts. This is very nostalgic for me, and I really like the Rick Rack. It's very resort. There's some versions of it where I think it's like a little bit too much, like the one I have on the screen right now where it's super large and exaggerated. I think that's kind of crossing the line for me. I like it a little bit more subtly. I think in these dresses that I will have popped up on the screen and in these outfits that I have on the screen now, that's the kind of version I like more. It's just kind of like a finishing touch, and I feel like it just gives vacation vibes. It makes me want to go to like Spain or the south of France or Mexico and just be wearing a cute dress with some rickrack on it. I think it's cute. It's very nostalgic for me, so I'm here for this one. Boxer shorts. We're going to talk about it again. This is one that I have talked about in previous trends videos, which if you haven't seen those already, all of the trends that I talked about in my previous videos are still very much so relevant. I will have a playlist right here for you guys to check out about all the 2024 trends that we have been seeing across the board, if you want more trend inspo. Okay, anyways, back to boxer shorts. It's kind of similar to the bloomer situation. It can lean so heavy on the underwear side, and when it just looks like you're wearing underwear, that's when it's like too much for me. Honestly, the version of this that I like the most is kind of not even the boxer short anymore. It's just a linen pair of shorts with an elastic waistband. It's very comfortable. It is kind of all you want to be wearing anyways on a hot summer day. So I can like appreciate the boxer short of like, you know, that vibe of just something loose and comfortable. But when it has the stitching that like just makes it look like underwear, that's when I'm like, I don't know if I get it. I just don't get it. Screen printing. It very much so depends on the style. I think for the most part, I don't like this one. I don't know. I mean, I can appreciate it on other people. I will say that. But like that giant flower on the side of the dress, I don't know. It just, something like about it just doesn't look right. But when it's kind of more of a abstract screen print where it's just like a bunch of like beautiful colors, or it looks like a watercolor painting, for example, I'm definitely more into something like that where it has more of a pattern rather than like a picture just printed on to the side of a dress. I don't know, that just reads a little cheap to me, which is kind of ironic because some of these dresses are ridiculously expensive. But I don't know, there's something like visually about it that it's not my personal style. If someone else was wearing it though and like rocking the look, I can appreciate it. Like I can appreciate it in all these photos that I'm showing you guys. That's just not my personal taste. So I'm gonna pass on that one. Okay, so that was all of the trends that I had planned out, but I think it'd be kind of fun to just scroll through my Pinterest a little bit with you guys and see if there's any other trends that we can pull up and just add to this video. A little bonus round. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. This is a trend. I don't know how I didn't include this in like my original list, but I've been seeing so many scalloped hems or necklines or just details added to clothes, and I love this trend. I've been noticing that so much and I'm here for it. I love it. Okay, next little bonus trend that I have been seeing everywhere is gingham. Gingham is just like a classic print. It's never not going to be in style, but it's definitely mainstream right now. I have been seeing so much of it. All right, let's see what else we've got going on here. Okay, this is like a more subtle trend, and I don't know if it's just because I really like this neckline on myself personally, and my algorithm knows that because I'm getting a lot of pictures with high necklines and like halter tops and things like that, especially with the attached scarf trend that we're also seeing that I did talk about in a previous trends video. I don't know. That is going to wrap up this trends video. I love doing these trends videos, and if you guys do too, give this video a thumbs up. It helps let me know to make more content like this. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, bye friends.